The application of chemistry in food. The application is the food chemistry, but also is a field, and is the study of chemical process and interaction of all biological and non-biological components of foods. The biological substance includes such terms as meat, poultry, lettuce, beer, and milk. As examples, it is similar to biochemistry in its main components such as carbohydrates, lipids, and protein. But it also includes areas such as water, like vitamins, minerals, enzymes, food additive, flavors, and colors. This discipline also encompasses how products change under certain food processing techniques and ways either to enhance or prevent them from happening.
Okay, I'm going to talk about the three possible solutions of for the melting on the polar ice. One possible solution could be recycling. This is an individual solution because recycling makes new. We use the plastics that we don't use anymore and don't wasting using new plastics. And another possible solution could be using public transport. Using public transport is a community level solution because all the community joins together to use the public transport to go to places or to the work. And the third solution it's a country level because it is creating a law against contamination. It's making a law that makes the people that contaminate pay money for contaminating, and the money it helps decontaminating the soils that the people contaminate, and that's the three possible solution.
My name is Javier Garza and I'm going to talk about chemistry and global warming. There's a big relationship between global warming and chemistry because chemistry and global warming both share the gases that you see. The gases that you see in global warming are all based on the periodic table, which has to do a lot with chemistry. For an example, there is carbon dioxide, which is very important element in the periodic table. Chemistry and global warming are very related too because the processes that undergo in the global warming, such as the greenhouse effect and all those kinds of processes, those processes are the ones that make the relationship between chemistry and global warming. So that pretty much means there's a big relationship between global warming and chemistry. It's very amazing to realize how huge is the contribution of chemistry in global warming.
Sí.
Okay. Chemistry warfare. Chemistry warfare is also named chemical warfare. Chemical warfare is the use of chemicals and toxics on weapons. Chemical warfare is not the nuclear weapon. There are different things. An example of chemical warfare could be the use of gases when Hitler killed, the gases that Hitler used when he killed the Jews. A lot of nations had chemical weapons and protection for chemical weapons. And the chemical warfare has been on the earth a lot of time. And that's what chemical warfare. Yeah.
Thanks to chemistry, we have a lot of technology. For example, we have gasoline, medicine, plastic, the periodic table, etc. Also, chemistry affects a lot the modern world because with the idea of chemistry, for example, that a very huge car can be moved with only gasoline, that was a very crazy idea, but nowadays is something very common. Also, other idea that in the time was very crazy and nowadays is totally normal is that we can replace a lot the metal with one fantastic element called plastic. Plastic, for me, is one of the most important things that chemistry discovered because it changed a lot the modern world. Imagine a world without plastic, only metals, only gold, only diamond, nothing made of this stuff. For me, this is the reason that chemistry changed the modern world and that's why we have the word that we know nowadays.
Chemistry is a huge part of medicine, both as diagnostic and treatment tools. Chemistry department in hospital medical lab analyze blood, urine, etc. for proteins, sugars, glucose in the urine, enzyme of diabetes, and other metabolic and inorganic substance. Electrolyte tests are a routine blood analysis, testing things like potassium and sodium. Most medications are involved with inhibiting a specific enzyme or the expression of gene. Blocking an enzyme active site requires a specifically designed blocker. To dissolve the enzyme's function, since enzymes are proteins, their function differs based on shape, and inhibitor drugs must be customized for each targeted enzyme. This requires chemistry. While the concept of RNA inference is more biological side, the engineering of chemicals to inhibit the translation of mRNA into the amino acid sequence by ribosomes requires chemistry.